Welcome. We're here bathed in sunshine. If we stand behind the concrete pillar, we're okay to get out of the sunshine. My name is Bruce Stalder. I've got Alex Bunton with me. We're really looking forward to bringing you this live streaming game today. It's going to feature a team that we've seen. This will be the third occasion in 7 days. Like they were here Sunday.
Yep.
Back on Wednesday night, and now again tonight. We're talking about Uni Azzurri, and they're up against Litchfield, a really ever-improving team. They got some really good players on that side, and they'll be testing out Uni Azzurri across the park today. What do you expect to see, first of all, from Uni Azzurri, given you've been with me and a couple of times you've seen them play? I know you want them to play shorter football in terms of quicker passes and you get into that front third, but what do you want today?
Joe, I want them to get the basics right today. Just enjoy it and have fun. Obviously, a lot of the girls are going to be tired. 3 games in the space of a week. It's going to take a lot out of them.
Yep.
It's getting hotter as well, and the humidity's starting to take a toll. It's pretty nice this evening, so it should be okay for them. But I just want to see them play basics and get it right and just have a little bit of fun and take some opportunities.
And because that's so spot on, is every time they do that, they seem happier, they seem more confident, and they play some really good footy.
Exactly. We know they're a second half team, so the biggest thing I want to see is the first half from them this week. I want to see them come out from the whistle and start taking some chances and enjoy it.
Well, let's see if they do that. On the other side, on the other coin, Litchfield, they're a team that's just getting better and better, as I said. They've got some really key players in there, and Davis, Chloe up the front, the goal scorer. I could go on. There's Kelly Fogarty and Rachel in the middle. So they've got plenty of potential.
Absolutely.
And
plenty of players all over the pitch. And they're a consistent team as well. A lot of the players, they've only got one player, and I think that was Jessie Brock, that's played every single game.
Yep.
The rest of the girls, a lot of them have played 13 out of 14.
Yep.
And I'm expecting to see Litchfield still coming out. They're in a really good form at the moment. So I think they're going to give Uni Azzurri a run for their money this evening.
Right, look forward to it. Live streaming here of the Women's Premier League. This will be a round 13 match between Litchfield, lovely rural area just south of here of Darwin, up against Uni Azzurri. They're in the rebuilding stage, well, the building stage. They're new to women's football. They're doing a great job. I want to thank Jenny, I want to thank Morris, I want to thank John at the club there for doing all the work they are behind the scenes with the women's game at Uni Azzurri. We'll see how both these sides take to what is around 23 degrees. A nice breeze coming in, the sun about to dip. We'll be under full shadow and shade out there shortly. Look forward to bringing you this game on Football Northern Territory TV. And we're underway in this Women's Premier League match, round 13 of a season that's been obviously disrupted by COVID-19, but we're going to get all the fixture list in this year. And there's already an opportunity here for the Red and Blacks. They're running from left to right on the screen. They are called Litchfield Football Club. And as Alex Bunton, our expert analyst, has said, they've got plenty of talent right across the park. Have some momentum too, which is key in football. They really are playing some good footy. Got some good results recently too. So they just want to keep on going in that same frame of mind with those same results. And we'll see what happens over this next 90 minutes plus. Up against a side that I have nothing but praise for in Uni Azzurri, the way they approach each and every game, never drop their heads. And they're learning each and every game too, Alex. That's the thing I love about them. You want people who want to learn. So, Chloe Coombs on the breakaway. She's got a runner. She sees him, sees her, pushes across now. And we have one of the Clarks. And the Clark sisters are dispossessed there by Sophia Pablo from Uni Azzurri. And a restart by Georgia Rankin, who's starting today. She's had a bit of a rest too. I don't know if it was injury or just, Greg Smith working his squad out. Alex, he's got a squad. He's got to go deep. There were times there where he had so many players out, but he's happier now. He's got many more back on the play. Here's an opportunity. It's early and it's going to be taken. Saved by Kasha Carla, who always will do her best. And on that occasion, her best was well and truly enough. Save that goal, or that opportunity on goal. And it was taken by Bella Clark. I think it was Bella. We'll see in a minute when she turns around and get the number plate, but it looks like Bella from here. Georgia Rankin is now have a throw in here, number 24. For Litchfield, running left to right on your screen, round 13 match, Women's Premier League here in Darwin. So happy to be able to bring you this. Sophia Pablo just sort of tip over the top for Yama. And then Chinoa's playing forward as well. So she's not in her customary, and he makes the call there then from Teresa, wants the ball. And a player we'll see a lot of tonight, Leonie Richards, gets in there early and makes that harder for Uni Azzurri. So off Cage Pearson, number 15 for Uni Azzurri. So Bella Clark's running around with 19 on her back, but she's on the list there, made as 22. So if
someone forgot they're wearing the new jerseys tonight.
Yeah, you were saying about them and the numbers. That's okay. It's probably us saying it's wrong rather than the teams. Kelly Fogarty out there as well. Got to Erin Davis. Now Georgia Rankin. Georgia's on a run. Cage Pearson well shepherded over the field, over the sideline, so there'll be a restart for her side. In the 3rd minute mark, throw in she comes, over the top. Finally tried Teresa Sigurkol. She tries to turn it inside, but Erin Davis is imposing figure, brings that to a halt, but only as far as Sophia Pablo. She now pushes across field, and now Leonie Richards slipped off her first touch from Jessie Brock. Her daughter goes back to Richards. Richards then goes to Jennings, trying to do a 1-2 with Richards. Didn't happen. So Fedaria Piera up there now. Teresa Sigurkol trying to push it forward for Yama. And Tennille will watch that ball bounce well ahead of her and into the arms and hands of Carly Ann Thielen, the keeper. Puts a long one in over the top, goes underneath Chloe. And Coombs comes back for it, but no, Chinoa's in there. So, yes, let's just talk about Chinoa Al-Hiab. She usually plays in the with Grace Doty at the back there where Michaela Russell is, but she's having to go in the midfield.
She's a tough tackler. She reads the game well, so it doesn't surprise me that she's probably been brought into the midfield to be a holding midfielder role. You know, she's quite vocal, quite loud. She's probably got the task there of controlling and making sure that Uni have a midfield this week. And she was really missed in the midweek fixture as well.
Absolutely. I think that's a really good point, Alex, that she may be able to be the one who provides that service you've been looking for to those front three. And that front three have changed in the sense, too, that we haven't seen Bernadette out there. They're going to. I don't know if she was on the bench. I'm not sure if Bernadette Encedo is actually on the lineup today. Looking at that, I don't see her name. So only 3 subs. So Morris and Jenny have got less players than they really need, but that's just how it is.
Interesting fact about that, Bruce, that I was looking at today. Uni Azzurri this season in the Women's Premier League have used a roster of 32 players.
Oh, my goodness. 32 players.
32 players.
Good that everyone's getting a taste, but we all know that once you get a less numbers and they're playing more often, you'll get a better performance.
And that's what I say. 11 of those players have only played 1 game.
Wow. Well, that's great. I love the way the club bloods and gives opportunity to new kids all the time as they build their women's program here in Darwin. And they're playing against clubs that have been heavily involved in the women's program, as I said, for 10, 20, 30 years. Right, here we go. That's Chloe Coombs, the youngster on the run there, but Michaela Russell comes back, cleans up, goes across field. Michaela had a great game in the central defence role last Wednesday night. Back there again with Grace Doty and also Cage Pearson on the left and young Selena Mariotti, number 2. Yeah, they work really well on Wednesday, so we'll see how they go against the penetrative runs of Chloe Coombs and the Clark sisters.
Well, the Azzurri coaching staff must have been happy with what they've seen in the middle of the week.
Yep. Well said. Okay, ball comes across. Floating across there, Cage Pearson gets the right footer, puts it away. Now it's Teresa Sigurkol. She's on the run. She got Rachel Thurlow with her. Rachel on the inside, tries to just watch the ball. Didn't go in on the tackle, which was wise. Georgia Rankin now up against Fedaria Piera. Fedaria Piera gets in front and let the ball run out. Smart play by the youngster. Now she does a quick throw in, gets this garment away, finds Teresa Sigurkol. There's a clear there to Chinoa Al-Thiab. She has an opportunity to go wider if she wants. She's tried to thread one through to Tennille Yama. Yama's still in there amongst 3 or 4 players. Has an opportunity against us to Fedaria, sorry. And will this be a corner? Yes, it is. Really promising work for Uni Azzurri there, Alex.
Absolutely. It's the start I wanted to see from them. Very positive going forward again. And that final ball in the final third there between the defenders, that's what we're looking for.
Ball comes in. Taken by young Piera. She has another chance with the right footer. Finds the same player in Teresa Sigacol, trying to bring it down. But Clark, in this case, Maylee Clark gets in there. Maylee gets a call back from Leonie Richards. Leonie then does a 1-2 with a smart play from her. But this time, Sophia Pablo gets in there. Good work from Uni Azzurri's midfielder. Ball comes across now. There's a shot here for, well done. And just across field, wide of the goals. Promising again, Alex. The intent is there. Nice intent. This time from Sophia Pablo.
Yeah, I was talking to Morris before the game there, and exactly what he said to me is he just wants his team to have a first half, and they're showing that in the first 8 minutes here, so it's very promising.
Yeah, it's good. Right, Carly-Ann Thielen placing the ball, plays AFLW in the wet season, and a very physical and capable athlete is Carly-Ann. Puts the ball, that's a lovely long kick down to the what would be her left side where Rebecca Jennings is on the run now. Rebecca looks up, tries to unleash Bella Clark, but Cage Pearson's going to get there, go back to her keeper. Keeper just one step and bang, puts the right footer back up towards the halfway line where there's a couple of players into the back of the captain of Uni Azzurri, but referee's okay with it. And Kelly Fogarty clears up. Lovely ball from Fogarty. Jennings and Mariotti, this will be a contest all night if they stay in those same two positions. So you've got on the left flanker of Rebecca Jennings up against the smarts of the youngster in Selena Mariotti, number 2 for Uni Azzurri, and Mariotti won that one. As a flock of birds head over in a beautiful dry season Friday night, the lights are taking effect. Gorgeous evening. See the lights of the AFL stadium up there in the background as well. They've got some AFL up here tonight. Plenty happening in Darwin City. Right, Cage Pearson with a right footer over the top. This will fall for Yana. Yana heads it back, trying to find Teresa Sigacol, who's the creative engine of that team. She now pushes it out to Piera. But who's there first? Rankin. And Georgia and her now have a little battle on the ball. Georgia wins that, pushes it forward to Maylee Clark. Or Bella. I think that's Bella, number 19. That ball will run out, and Georgia will run up from the right back position to take this throw in on the grandstand side. 9 minutes of this round 13 match, Women's Premier League here in Darwin. So happy to bring this for you on the live streaming of both FNT TV and also FFA digital channels. Hope you're enjoying it. Goes across field now where Sophia Pablo intercedes. Gets it to Sigacol. She puts a nice one out to Al-Thayab. And Chinoa moves forward, but Leonie Richards comes in and says, I'll have that, thank you, and does exactly that. Nice ball from Erin Davis. Another nice one over the top. Instinctive play from Jennings. Looking for a runner, and she's got it in Clark. In Bella Clark, that is. Nice right footer early from her as well. Goes to Chloe Coombs, right foot down on it. And Michaela Russell then shepherds her out of the box. Still not clear. Maylee Clark passes it back, but Mariotti will get there first. Richards is on the ball. Pablo beats her. Pablo beats her again. Now Al-Thayab has an opportunity to push forward. Nice work from Maylee Clark. And Maylee, looking for her sister, pushes it a little bit too narrow down the centre corridor. And it'll bounce a couple of times into the hands of Carla Kashakala. The young keeper comes through and puts a right footer to it over the top, and it'll beat everybody and land pretty much underneath the broadcast area here on the grandstand. I've got Alex Bunton with us, the expert analyst for this game tonight. Alex, you've got the start from Uni Azzurri. They're maintaining it, 11 minutes of it. Let's just see if it continues, eh?
That's right, positive start, plenty of talk, and that's been the difference between the past couple of games for Azzurri. Plenty of communication across the board there.
Yeah, you're always talking about how key that is. And it's like a barometer of the team if you're hearing it.
So you know how comfortable and confident they are is when they're talking.
Yep. Let's just see if it continues. All right, nice little header over from Bella Clark. Now Leonie Richards on there. Unselfish, she puts it in early. Mariotti gets a foot to it. Trying to stop it. Wasn't a pass back. Ball now goes to Carla Kasha. Carla, who throws it out with distance, goes under the feet of Chinoa Al-Thayab. Now we'll go across with Kelly Fogarty. This will be a a push and shove, but Kelly just pushes it out over what we call the North Crest scoreboard here of Larrakia Park. Want to thank the Larrakia Nation elders, past, present, and those emerging elders of the Larrakia Nation for permission to play this Women's Premier League match here tonight at Larrakia Park. This is Darwin Football Stadium. We're on the main pitch here. Got a solid little crowd in for this game, watching the two women's team go around on a beautiful Friday night in Darwin. Top end of Australia, just gorgeous. And Michaela puts her foot to that. And Michaela Russell is what I should have said, not Richards. She hasn't joined the Leonie Richards family. But ball's placed by, looks like Chloe's taken that one. Chloe Coombs has gone out to take the right foot corner for her side. Litchfield are running from left to right on your screen. In she comes on the whistle. Not the height she would have liked, but Leonie Richards pushes it through. It's come off again, a deflection. So Chloe will have another chance. Coach of Uni's Azzurri shouting instructions out to his girls to mark up. Be alert. Now there's a second one. Don't slacken off in the attention. Still giving out the instructions. Here we go. Wait for the whistle. There it goes. Comes in. Again, doesn't have much height. Still bouncing around in that dangerous area like a pinball machine. Now it's getting out. Cage goes to Teresa and Sigacole puts it out onto this far side where Sandrina, the captain of Uni Azzurri, puts a left footer through. She's back on the ball again. Jennings comes at her, but she gets away from there. Nice ball down a narrow corridor on the the scoreboard side. Yama puts it back to Al-Thiab, and Chinoa goes pushing forward. Nice work from her and kept it in play. Gets around Brock. That's not easy to do. And what is always difficult to do is get past Davis, and Erin Davis collects for Uni Azzurri. She's going to go on the run with a 1-2 with Richards. And she's still moving forward, but the ball's been come away now. The creative, as I said, centre of Uni Azzurri is on the ball now. Teresa Sigacole puts a lovely ball over the top. Now the run's on. And out comes Carlien and picks up the ball. Fidaria Piera just got ahead of herself then. Too much weight on that ball. Now Clark and Cage Pearson. Back to the other Clark and Maley. Cage Pearson says, I'll tackle you as well, and does. Well done from Cage Pearson. So good work from Chloe. Goes back to Grace. And Doty's pass, kick. Hybrid ended up in the centre of the pitch, where Jessie Brock just goes one bang and puts over the top for a chase from Clark. Clark and Cage Pearson come together. Clark goes down, but the dangerous Coombs is on the ball again. Throws one in with her right foot. And Carla Kashakala able to grab that. Pushes out towards the white line and will take it one step and bang. Get some distance on that. Goes towards Jessie Brock. Hits Jessie's knees. And Chinoa Al-Thiab will pick up for her team. But she's left it in front of her, so Jennings has picked it up for her team, which is Litchfield. They're in the red and black. And the red and black hooped socks running from left to right on your screens. 15-minute mark. No score on their Northcrest scoreboard. My name is Bruce Stalder. I'm so happy to bring you this with you, Alex Bunton, today. Alex will be giving us some insight into both sides and players and the coaching staff working here tonight on this Friday night. A beautiful dry season Friday night. Around 22 degrees. No breeze to mention. Pretty pleasant to play footy. Ball goes back off Davis. Davis puts it to an ever-reliable keeper who puts a right foot to it, trying to find Rankin. Rankin and Pablo come together. It bounces out of there for Maley Clark. She goes to Bella. Bella do a 1-2 with her sister. Now she's on the run. That gets ahead of her. Yeah, it's gone out, unfortunately. Nice idea, nice intent. I like what Litchfield have picked up their pace too and a bit of intensity in this last 5 minutes, Alex.
Yeah, dominating possession and showing it there, flexing the possession with the 1-2s down the wing there.
Yep. Good to see using the flanks as well. We were right over the other side with Rebecca Jennings before. So that's good to see. Chloe Coombs on the turn. She's on the advance. She will go around and take the shot, takes it early, and it's good. It's real good. She has a way in front of goal. She had an opportunity then to be a little immature about it, but she showed such maturity to push it around the keeper, not panic, and then just dip it back in and into the back of the net.
Yeah, well placed. I've seen better players choke in them sort of situations there, and that makes it her 5th goal of the season. Shows you why she's
how you
a top
going, John
goal scorer.
Tamboris? Yes, many good players I've noticed do that. Absolutely.
Not much in the women's league, though.
Nah, well taken. Well taken, well said. Okay, we have a goal. Litchfield FC running left to right and have a 1-0 advantage now, scored by their striker, Chloe Coombs. Chloe's wearing number 26 there tonight. So good little challenge from Daria on Georgia Rankin, both young players. For Daria, the youngest of those two. Teresa Sigurgold's had a lot of touches. She'll turn on the inside, and she'll make it available. She does. Comes back off an Erin Davis kick that wasn't typical of Erin. Didn't really go far and found an opposition player. Anyhow, comes out of there and runs across field where Mariotti gets there early. I love the commitment from that little right back. Plenty of energy each and every week. She needs to get back now and show us that energy because she's got to go a long way to run back. Cage Pearson needs to get to this ball before Clark. Clark sprints in front of her. Now it's a foot race. Clark, 1-2 steps in front of her. Will she go again? She puts it past her. And like the one before from Chloe Coombs, she does it with aplomb. Kept the ball just enough in front of her. So, Alex, another well-taken one.
Beautifully placed in the bottom right corner there. Carla did come out, made her work for it, put the pressure on, held the pressure and put it in the back of the net. That's pretty well taken.
Yeah, it was well taken. 2-0 on the scoreboard, the Northcrest scoreboard. Got to say, I like the effort of Chloe Cage Pearson. Didn't let up at all, kept the pressure on there. And when you do that as a defender, Alex, you know that you're putting it on the striker to do the right thing. Because they don't know how far behind you are.
Just brief down their neck.
Yep. She did that, but Bella Clark was willing and incredibly able to do it and did it. So we have a goal from Coombs and a goal from Clark, and that makes it 2-0 for Litchfield over Uni Azzurri. Uni Azzurri in the blue with the white socks, now trying to progress their game forward. Here they go. Teresa Clark with an up and over. She was trying to find somebody. Fedaria comes in and towards the keeper, but the keeper just runs around and runs to the grandstand side of her area. Puts her right foot to it now, trying to find Maylee Clark, and it'll go over Maylee and over the touchline sideline. We're not playing futsal. And in comes Cage Pearson, throws it over the top. And now it's Rankin and Fedaria. Now goes to Sophie, Pablo Sophie, puts a nice pass in. Erin Davis was alert to it, as was Yama, but Davis comes away with it. 1-2 from Jennings. There it goes. Pushed a little bit too far in front of Jennings. Picked up by Maradi. That's onside. Won't alert to it. There we go. Carly Ann with the ball. Flicks it and turns it in her hands. 3 or 4 revolutions of the ball. Now she puts it away. Cage Pearson hits her and runs out. Chloe races ahead to the sky. Nothing in the sky tonight except beautiful blue as we head into night time here. That lovely part of the day where the sunset is just forming behind us in the grandstand, and it'll be special, as they always are. Right, Georgia Rankin up for the ball now. Georgia comes to the sideline. Like every good player, pinches a metre. Comes in now, looking for someone to throw to, gesturing for someone to come to her. Give me give me a target, she says. Gets the ball back. She finds the target in Jennings. Jennings has a chance to go, but nice work from the two defenders. In this case, Mariotti and Altheab getting back. Ball's now kicked forward. Looks like the coach, Morris, has made a change. He's put Altheab back in the centre of defence role, I think, and using Michaela Russell up in the midfield. That looks like what happened. Pablo has the ball. She has the option to go to the centre. She does that towards Grace. Grace Doty moves forward, puts one over the top, trying to find Yana. Tennille goes for it now, but cleaned up really effectively by Kelly Fogarty. Kelly pushes out and only as far as the right boot of the central defender of Uni Azzurri. So, 21-minute mark, or 21 and a half minute, under the Northcrest scoreboard is where Jessie Brock is with the ball. She throws it in. It falls in front of her mother. Her mother now takes the chase, but Clark gets there first. Her and Doty come together. Both are back on their feet. Jennings has an opportunity to unleash one of her players. Does so. Puts it inside. Clark is now going to have a shot, is she? No, nice close down by Cage Pearson. Good work from the defensive three there. Got in front of the player, made herself a wall-like figure to get around, and it did effectively put Clark off. Okay, your two goals down, Uni Azzurri. What do you want the girls to do, Alex? What they're doing now, still keep their head up, keep pushing, playing footy?
Keep their head up. They're playing good football. They just a little bit more belief. And, you know, since they went 2 goals down, not many options going forward now. They've sitting a bit further back. And, again, I think that's a bit taking a toll from Wednesday.
Yep.
You know, they're quarter of the way through the game, not putting as much pressure on as you'd expect. But that's okay. I'm expecting a little bit more. Okay.
More of what you saw in the first 5 or 10 minutes. Let's just see if Uni Azzurri can reproduce that in what is now around the 23rd minute mark of this round 13 Women's Premier League match here in Darwin. Just joined us, Litchfield, 2-0 leaders on the scoreboard. They're also running from left to right on your screen in their red and black with the red and black hoop socks. Right, for Daria Piera, a young Uni Azzurri player, is going to take this corner kick.
It's good to see her in the team tonight, Bruce, after she had to come off early.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, it looked like some severe cramp.
Yeah, talked to her just before they went out, and she said she's all good. Leonie Richards gets to that ball early, but nice length and height to that cross from Fadaria. Now Teresa Sigakol has a shot and takes it. Bit of a toe punch, but goes through and finds the keeper, trying to get it between keeper and the right upright. But keeper was good enough to collect that. She puts a little right footer over the top, which bounces once towards the halfway line, where Mariotti's now with Jennings on the battle for the ball. Jennings goes to Rachel, and Thurlow puts one through that didn't find Clark. So Grace Doty got in there and cleaned that up. Now Yama, Erin, Davis together. Comes out for Jessie Brock, who puts it forward. And turned on the inside. She didn't know she was there. She'll have a shot. You can see what Chino Althiaba was doing there. She was just pushing wide. Would have been nice if she got a call from young Mariotti to say, play her on. But anyhow, didn't come to
good pressure
anything
from Litchfield there, though.
Wasn't it?
Got to compliment that.
Yep.
Would have expected Carla to come out and maybe been an option in that back line to play it back. She sort of stood still for a bit there.
She'll learn from it. 25th minute mark. Lots of earnest suggestions and thoughts from their coach, imploring them to keep their heads up, keep playing football. And that's what they'll do. Right, Maylee Clark to Leonie Richards over the top. Leonie's trying to find Clark on the run. But Carla will get there first, and she puts a big right footer through. Erin Davis just puts a right shoulder to it. Rachel Thurlow puts a nice little header over. Good work from the midfielder for Litchfield. But equally good work from number 21 for Uni Azzurri in cleaning that up. And Chinoa Althiab pushed it over the grandstand side. Rankin with the ball now. Georgia can get a long throw on her. She's going to take that opportunity, I think. She's going to try and find one of the Clarks. And inexplicably finds a Uni Azzurri player. How often do we see that? In all levels of the game and all formats. Ball goes to Maylee. Maylee goes across field trying to find Jessie Brock. Jessie just languidly puts the right foot to it. Pretty ineffective, really. Only went up more than across. And now this will be a restart after a bit of misplaced elbows from Litchfield. This will be a restart for Uni Azzurri. Cage Pearson comes in. Chloe's going to put her right foot to that. There she goes, trying to find Michaela Richards. Well done. Michaela puts her head to that, pushes it over towards, but Kelly Fogarty's there. Goes through Richards. If I keep saying Richards, hit me, will you? It's Russell. Twice now. Jeez, I get hit a lot. So that's Russell, actually, who went under her foot and then rolled back. Nice one for Mariotti. First time to it. Now Brocky Jessie, that is, gets the ball through and pushes it through. Kashakala comes in with the right foot, pushes it, got some distance on it, get over the halfway line. There'll be one bounce and gets... Jessie Brock picks it up from around 20 metres inside her half, 25. And that's Grace Doty now battling with Chloe Coombs. Chloe unleashes a running Maylee Clark. Maylee puts in a first-time pass. Well done. But Althea gets there first. It comes off Bella Clark. It'll be a goal kick. No. How's that not a goal kick? Did I not see that come? Anyhow, whatever. I missed it maybe. Maybe it didn't hit Bella Clark.
The ref must have seen something we didn't, Bruce.
You should be a diplomat. Beautiful. Okay, ball now set for a corner kick. Georgia would normally come down for these, but it's going to be taken by... I know on this side there, it makes sense. Chloe Coombs will take the right footer. She has an option of a short corner to Rankin. Rankin now makes a run into the box. Chloe puts one in there. It's gone to Clark. Clark puts a boot to it early. That's Maylee Clark. Bounces off a few players awkwardly. Comes off Cage Pearson lastly. And now into the hands of Kashakala. She comes put for the right foot, which is a shorter one. She's trying to find her captain. Sandrina will run across to this, but it'll run out of play. Jessie Prock will pick it up. Don't forget, Jessie has a long throw. Does it this time. Good distance on that. Trying to find Jennings. Goes over Mariotti, the defender. She goes back to the central defender. And Althea pushes it basically where we started from. So Brock will do it again. Look at the distance between Brock and the next Litchfield player. They know she can throw it. She does it again, and she finds that player with ease. Bella Clark turns it on the inside. Now Bella moves towards goal, but Grace Knight.
I would love to see a throwing competition across all the leagues, and I think, hands down, Jessie Brock would take that gold medal any day of the week.
Absolutely, mate. And then it got to the feet of Grace in the night sky, and she's pushed it out. So a corner kick. This time Jennings is on the ball. Chloe Coombs is there. She moves in, puts some height to it and flight. She pulls up a little shorter than she'd like, but she'll get another go. So another attempt to push it longer and wider and higher, if she can.
Yeah, Chloe's attempts before this were just coming up far too short for what Litchfield want with their height advantage.
Yeah, you can see there's height advantage right there in Kelly Fogarty, Bella Clark and Leonie Richards. Goes over the top of them. Maylee Clark comes in, bounces around, handball seen by the referee, the Uni Azzurri way, so they'll get a start. Sophia Pablo just rolls it back for the restart from Kashakala. Coming up to the 30-minute mark of this Women's Premier League match, it's round 13. Alex Button and myself, Bruce Stalder here, bringing you this live streaming. 2-0 scoreline advantage to the Red and Blacks. Running left to right on your screen, they're called Litchfield Football Club. Currently sitting, I think, fourth.
Yes, Litchfield are currently sitting in fourth.
All right, a little shot there from Jennings from some distance out. Kept the keeper awake. Gone over the goal line, so there'll be a restart for the goal kick. But Jennings there early on the boot. Said, why not? I'll have one. And did. Right, Kashakala has to restart this. Well, who's she got? No one's really coming to her. She goes to Maylee Clark. Cage Pearson runs on the inside to cut the angle off. And then Clark's one just rolls across the pitch into the hands of Kashakala. Come through with the right boot. Trying to get it over. Does that. Goes over the top of Erin Davis. Erin unintentionally runs into to Tanil Yama. And so this will be left there by Teresa Sikakola. Needs to move forward, the creative player. And Grace Doty needs to find a blue shirt. Fogarty says, no, I'll get in there early. Does so. Rachel Thurlow tries to turn it around inside Doty. Can't do that. Now it's Russell and Jennings. Now pushed through by the captain, Sandrina. And Zugarato pass has been collected by Carly Ann Thielen. She's only gone as far as the midfielder in Pablo, but Pablo just couldn't bring that first touch down. Otherwise, she would have been on the advantage for her team. Subsequent to that, it's now Litchfield on the run. Clark running down. Nice work from Chinoa. Number 21 for Uni Azzurri brought that to a close. But the ball's ricocheted off her.
She's been very busy this first half, Shanoa.
Yep. Moved her on the midfield where she started. Now back into her customary central defensive role, defender role, and doing it with aplomb as usual. Busy player. Rankin, throw in, trying to find one of the red shirts. But Grace Doty gets her header in there first. Now it comes back with a through ricochets and then finally goes to Kate Pearson's foot. And she kicks it with some force over the sideline. Rankin back in again. This time Cage Pearson gets ahead to it, but only as far as Teresa Sigacol. There's an opportunity for Teresa to come back and do a second effort, and she does just that. Rankin now tried to turn it around, but Fidara Piera comes back at the ball, comes off Fidara. And Fidara will have to watch this throw-in for Georgia Rankin, and she does that. Rankin's going to find someone running to her now. It's Chloe Coombs, but Grace gets there first. Well done to the central defender. This has been, look, keep it in if you can, Uni Azzurri. Does so. Nice little left foot to find it. That's like a broad 1-2 that came about. Well played. Nice one from Sophia Pablo. That's really patient play from both those players. Ball still has an opportunity here. Kelly Fogarty will push through and try to get there first. Michaela Russell does as well. Michaela goes back to Teresa Sigol. There's the opportunity. That's good. Now, Fidara Piera has a first-time shot and takes it, but she's offside. That's promising from Uni Azzurri. Really promising, Alex.
Absolutely. You know, I'd like to see them release the ball to the front three a little bit earlier. They're sort of holding off, firing the gun a little bit, especially when you see the wingers. They're getting into these beautiful spaces, but just because they're holding off, it's just giving the defender time to close that down again.
Oh, there's a rare one in the back of Erin Davis from the keeper. But Carly-Ann there quickly in there, giggling away and laughing. But now they've got the ball, Uni Azzurri. Let's not turn it over, but unfortunately they have. Goes back to Mariotti. Mariotti's trying to find a captain, but Jessie Brock gets there first. Turns on the inside, puts a right foot over the top. It's a dangerous ball. Kashakala's going to have to come out and does so with confidence and determination. Well done for her side. Look at this. That's the sort of thing Teresa Sigacol can done. Lovely work from her. Now she's going to hopefully unleash Piera, but Georgia Rankin there first. Nice work from Rankin. Goes back to Clark. Clark keeps it in. Ball still in play. Cage Pearson goes, I'm going to try and find Teresa Sigacol. Does so. But who's alert to it? Kelly Fogarty gets in there nice and early. Ball still involved. Cage Pearson and Clark Bella on the ball. Goes back to Doty. Doty looks up, trying to find that ball over the top. Now she does. Through a misdirected Erin Davis. Now it comes forward again. Clark's got pace. But Grace is hanging with her. Doty works a nice work there. Good play from the central defender for Uni Azzurri. Now we'll get a goal kick restart. 35 minute. 2-0 advantage to Litchfield. On the Northcrest scoreboard. I want to thank the Northern Territory Government for their support. Also to Northcrest, the development of many new homes and many new families moving out to the Northcrest property development. Also NTF, the construction supply specialists. I'm sure they're supplying lots in that construction phase there at Northcrest. And Steel Line, they'd be there as well. Whether it's for your roof, your fence, or your shed, or you want to build a car out of steel, go and see Steel Line. Service over and above. All right, ball's pushed through. There you go. Oh, Jessie Brock, long range shot. That had absolutely the right length and the right height. Just misdirected by about a metre. That would have been trouble for Carla Kashakala, Alex.
Well, she was definitely on her toes. Carla knew it was a beautiful strike.
Yep.
She was worried for a second there. She had to move her body quickly and smart enough to let it go out. She knew where her post was. Yeah,
well played by the keeper. Equally well played by Jessie Brock, wearing number 16, left-back position, her customary left-back position for the Red and Blacks, the Litchfield Snakes, who have a 2-0 advantage on the Northcrest scoreboard. Now we come back across Rachel, and Rachel Thurlow moves forward. Here's a chance again, but who's there? Doing all the extra efforts you need at a central defender. And Shanoa Altheab cleaning up All played by her. Just so plays so well in that position. She's determined, plenty of energy and commitment from Althea. Now the ball, Richards and Pablo. Long range, so I'll have a go from here, says Maylee Clark. Not bad.
Beautiful curling effort
Wasn't
there.
it? Bounced in. Keeper had it covered, though. Puts it over. Jesse Brock puts her right foot to it. Comes free, but Kelly Fogarty's there again. This time Russell puts one over the top. Erin Davis will go back to a keeper. And Federa Parra will chase on. That's good pressure. Comes back out to Rankin. Rankin has an opportunity here to turn it on again. But Pablo's there and cleans up. Nice work from Sophia. And Georgia takes a good 3.5 metres that time of advantage down the sideline. Ball comes over the top again. Cage Pearson there, got to clean up, be careful, goes back. Nice back heel from Cage. You didn't know how close Bella Clark was. Has a chance to go again. Lots of balls ricocheting off feet and knees and shins. Now comes clear where Pablo, nice first touch, drops it down on her right foot, gives it to Yama. Yama goes back to Sigurcole. Sigurcole misses it, but will regather. Goes back to Grace. Grace looking out here for Piera. Piera's now got the ball. Rankin comes in with all the force. No problem there. Erin Davis, nice, clever work on the inside. Gets a short pass to Georgia Rankin. Rankin trying to find someone else. Rachel Thurlow goes, let's go, Maylee. It was a good pass, but they weren't attuned to what she was up to. Both the Clark sisters, a little late to that ball. Sure they'll get it right next time. Rankin moves forward now on the 38-minute mark to put a throw in here from the Grandstad side. Beautiful dry season night on this Friday night for football for the women. Not a zephyr out there. It's beautiful. Now another chance, an opportunity for Rankin. 24, Litchfield, right back. Asking him to come closer to her. Puts it over the top, trying to find... And the referee saw an indiscretion. And the advantage is to Uni Azzurri. Ball comes off the boot of the right boot, that is, of Chloe Cage Pearson. Now, Doty's put and hopefully unleashed a Piera, nice little covering tackle there. Came away on a ricochet. Missed Doughty on the way back. Althea comes in and pushes it forward. Russell now and Thurlow. Thurlow goes out to Jennings. Jennings goes over the top looking for Coombs. But Chinoa gets there early. This ball will run out and Mariotti will collect it. Sandrina moves down to give her someone to throw to. So should Russell to give her some opportunity. But the referee says that is out and a throw in for Litchfield. And Jennings will take this one on this occasion. Leonie Richards gets ahead to it. She still what she's trying to do to push that even further around on towards the goal and the danger area, but it's gone over the goal line. 40-minute mark into the last 5 minutes of time added on. Time added on of regulation time. I don't think there'll be any time added on, is what I meant to say. But we'll see what the referee decides. He's had a good 40 minutes himself. Right, ball comes now through to Rachel Thurlow. Rachel goes over the top to Chloe Coombs, the first goal scorer. Chloe does a shot. Lovely work from Coombs. Equally good work from Carla Kashakala, the young keeper. Stood her ground, Alex, just moved to the right, dropped to her knees and got the ball.
Yeah, I said she's had a few comfortable saves in the past 20 minutes, and I think that just instills a bit of confidence in the keeper as well.
Got good technique. She does. Right, this ball's bouncing around the midfield. Everyone seems to be compacted into one area here, the central zone. Now we're getting out of that zone in the sense that we're getting distance to it. She has a shot from there. Keeper collects. Well done, Kashakala. You can see what Bella was trying to do there. Push it to the left-hand side of the keeper and just in between her and the post. But Kashakala was up to it and saved. Probably about the 5th or 6th save already in this half from the young keeper, Carla Kashakala. Throw in from Rankin, trying to find Bella Clark. Bella puts it in and Bounces off Maley. Smile on the face of Clark. Bella, that is. She likes to do that again. Now Grace throws in. Doty finds Sigurcole. Sigurcole just shows the skill she has. Turned it in, kept it in as well. Turns inside to Rachel Thurlow again. Rachel comes back for the second effort. Good football from both girls. Grace Doty gets in now and cleans up. Trying to find a run for Yammer. But Rankin in there. Cleans it up. Ball bounces through players. Now Richard's on it. Richard turns it on. Someone need to help Leone there. Now a big hit from Grace Doty. Yammer's on the run. So is Davis. Yammer picked up the pace a lot quicker. Got there early. But Erin just uses her body swerve to get through that. But Pablo, lovely work from Sophia. Now she's unleashed Yammer. But Fogarty's alert to it. Nice tandem work from both the central defenders. One came across, the other one covered her position, Alex.
Yeah, great communication. Obviously, Litchfield's defensive game's improved in the past few weeks, and they've definitely, you can tell they've been on the training ground and working on it.
And how key's communication in that. You just saw it. Right, Pablo on the ball. Rankin in behind her, pushes the ball out, but it'll be a ball for Uni Azzurri. So the youngster Piero on the ball. Need to be some movement from the Uni Azzurri side. Gets it from Teresa. Teresa's now got the ball, an opportunity to go forward and does. She'll push it over the top. Goes in. That's available there for somebody. But Brock gets there first. Ball coming out. Nice work from... looks like it's Kelly Fogarty that cleared that. It was. Now Jennings trying to find one of the Clark or Chloe combinations. And the Clark-Coombe combination wasn't able to do it on that occasion. Scarrato on the ball now. Trying to feed it through. Russell goes, let's go for a run. And that'll be offside. Piero was just, the youngster was just a little bit offside. Just an itsy bit.
I think Azzurri will be happy for half-time here. A lot of tired legs, obviously 3 games in a week. You can tell it's starting to take a toll, so...
Yep. He's got to move his squad around there. Clark's got in front of him again. She's just got such good pace. She can have a shot from here. They can keep her out. Nice work from Grace. All the ball. That's really brave stuff from the central defender, Doty. Well played. Ball goes back. Richards this time, unusual for her. Couldn't get her first touch the correct way, but it comes away again. But 27, Kelly Fogarty's in there, making her presence felt. Kelly fans Jennings. Jennings trying to do a 1-2 with Coombe. And Coombe, sorry. And that didn't come off. Mariotti good, making herself around, pressuring players, making it harder for them. We've only got a few seconds left of regulation time. Can Litchfield get one? They're desperately trying to. Now Teresa Sigurcole comes away and says, let's see if Uni Azzurri can get one. But Erin Davis there early and cleans up. Now into time added on. And Althea Ab gets there with the right foot and pushes it out. Pulled up a little ginger from that one. Body wasn't right balanced then when she got to the ball. Hope she's okay. She's doing a bit of sock stating, which is where they go and pull the socks up so they're exactly equal. Right, throw in from Brock. Good one again over the top. Handball, referee sees it. Will he blow the whistle for half time? No, he wants some more play. Likes his work, wants to stay out there.
I was going to say, he's enjoying this first half too much.
There he goes. Right on cue. Thank you, Eric. Good to see you out there in the middle too, mate. All right, that brings a close to the first half. 2-0 to Litchfield over Uni Azzurri. There are plenty of things to like about Uni Azzurri. There is fatigue in the legs, as Alex said. 3 games in 7 days. That's a big ask. And there's only 3 on the bench tonight, so the squad's being really tested at Uni Azzurri. They're a club that are building their football program for women. They just started last year, mid-term. So really want to thank them for their continued efforts in that space. Up against a side that's just playing within themselves, I think, a little bit. Litchfield have 2 goals, but are being dominant where it matters.
Absolutely, Bruce. And it's only 2-0. Last time these sides did meet, it ended up 2-1 in Litchfield's favour. So it's still a close game.
And to your point, their second half uni
They're a
Azzurri
second
team.
half team, correct.
Let's see if Alex Nostradamus Bunton is right when we get back to that. My name is Bruce Stalter. Half-time here. We'll show you some highlights. We'll come in and have a little pick-apart of that first half. But on the FNT TV and also the FFA digital channels, thank you for your support of women's football. Round 13 here in Darwin. And we're underway in this Women's Premier League match, round 13. Many more back on the play. Here's an opportunity. It's early and it's going to be taken. Saved. She has an opportunity to go wider if she wants. She's tried to thread one through to Tanil Yama. Yama's still in there amongst 3 or 4 players. Has an opportunity again to Fiera and for Darius. But this time, Sophia Pablo gets in there. Good work from Uni Azzurri's midfielder. Ball comes across now. There's a shot here for, well done. And just across for Jennings. Looking for a runner, and she's got it in Clark. In Bella Clark, that is. Nice right foot early from her as well. Goes to Chloe Coombs. Right foot down on it. And Michaela Clark. Now Leonie Richards on there. Unselfish, she puts it in early. Mariotti gets a foot to it. Bang, and puts it over the top for a chase from Clark. Clark and Cage Pearson come together. Clark goes down, but the dangerous Coombs is on the ball again. Throws one in with a right foot. Good to see using the flanks as well. We were right over the other side with Rebecca Jennings before. So that's good to see. Chloe Coombs on the turn. She's on the advance. She will go around and take the shot. Takes it early, and it's good. She's got to go a long way to run back. Cage Pearson needs to get to this ball before Clark. Clark sprints in front of her. Now it's a foot race. Clark 1-2 steps in front of her. Will she go again? She puts it past her. Progress their game forward. Here they go. Teresa Clark with an up and over. She was trying to find somebody. Gets the ball back. She finds the target in Jennings. Jennings has a chance to go, but nice work. Length and height to that cross from Fadaria. Now Teresa Rankin has Teresa together comes out for Jessie Brock, who puts it forward. And turned on the inside. She didn't know she was there. She'll have a shot. You can see what one in there. It's gone to Clark. Clark puts a boot to it early. That's Maylee Clark. Bounces off a few players. She goes to Maylee Clark. Cage Pearson runs on the inside to cut the angle off. And then Clark, he's had a good 40 minutes himself. Right, ball comes now through to Rachel Thurlow. Rachel goes over the top to Chloe Coombs. The first goal scored. Chloe does a shot. Lovely work out of that zone in the sense of we're getting distance to it. She has a shot from there. Keeper collects. Well done. Side gets it from Teresa. Teresa's now got the ball and opportunity to go forward and does. She'll push it over the top. Goes in. That's available there for somebody. But Brock gets there first. Yep. He's got to move his squad around there. Clark's got in front of him again. She's just got such good pace. She's going to have a shot from here. They can keep her out. Nice work from Grace. All the ball.
First half too much.
There he goes. Right on cue. Thank you, Eric. Good to see you. Welcome back. Friday night football here at Darwin Football Stadium at Larrakia Park. I am so happy to have Hayley and Sean with me. Hayley and Sean are here most Friday nights, most Saturday nights, or most Sunday afternoons when Chloe Coombs is playing. So, Hayley, my first question to you, do you get excited when Chloe scores a goal like she did tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Yeah. What do you do if you're not... Are you a dancer, a netball player? What do you do?
I do dance.
And whereabouts do you do that?
Sam's Dance Studio.
And I bet you dance around the house all the time.
No.
You're a good girl. Sean, what do you do if you're not watching your sister play?
I play soccer for Litchfield as well.
Okay. What, you in the mini roos?
No.
So what's your team like? You enjoy playing football?
Yes. It's good when you're players and you get to meet other people play as well.
Yeah. So you build friends when you play games like that?
Yes.
Okay, now my question is it nervous when you're watching Chloe?
No. It isn't that nervous.
What about you, Sean?
It's boring.
Excuse me. We'll cut that out so your sister and your dad don't see that. Yeah, I know it's hard sometimes to come and watch when you really want to. What would you be doing if you weren't here?
I would be laying in bed having a sleep.
Thank you, Sean. That is lovely. Hayley, when's your next dance class?
I actually have my competition on this Saturday.
Oh, really? What time? Is that tomorrow?
10.
Well, from all of us, all the best tomorrow in your competition. I'm sure you'll go really well.
Thank you.
That is our two guests here at halftime. I've got to bring a slightly bigger version in at the moment. So thank you, Sean. Thank you, Hayley. You want us to step out over there, you ones? How cute were they? Now, how cute is this one? Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. Can you come, Alex? There were two little ones there. I hope you're not bored.
No, I'm never bored, me.
It was so funny. The old adage, never ask a question of a kid you don't know the answer to.
Exactly.
But look, my name's Bruce Still. I've got Alex Bunton with. They were the two kids that are following the Chloe Coombs. That was so good to see the youngsters come here and support their bigger sister, who got a goal, actually. First goal of the night for Litchfield.
Yep.
Then one later on for Bella Clark. Both of those goals were taken really well. So, first of all, what's your impressions of Litchfield? What do you expect in the second half?
I expect, Litchfield, they're a very physical team. They don't allow a lot of space. They're a very pressing team, and some people, they can't handle that. But Azzurri, you've absorbed that quite well, and I'm expecting the same. And I'm expecting the pace from the Clarks and Chloe to get more pressure on the Azzurri defence in the second half.
Now, after those two little ones, you've got to be direct and honest. You always are. But when kids talk, they just tell you the truth, don't they?
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
so gorgeous. What would you do? I'd be bored. I'd be at home sleeping. Yeah, I know how that feels, actually. The sleeping bit. Got to get more of that. Azzurri. They give us an expectation, anticipation every game that they're going to improve. They tonight, I thought the first 10 to 15 minutes was what you wanted from them. The real pressing, intent game. Drifted off again. They've got to come back in that second half.
Exactly right. They started really, really strong, and it was literally 2 minutes. They switched off, and they conceded 2 goals quite rapidly. But then they got back into the game, started taking more and more chances. And as we know, Bruce, they're a second half team. They would have been happy going down to, well, wouldn't have been happy, I would say, going down 2-0, but they would have happy it stayed at 2-0 at half time. And they'll be hoping to try and scream back here and at least get a goal. They haven't scored a goal in 4 matches at the moment, so they're really looking to break that duck in this second half.
Now, if they've got to score a goal, is that going to come from Teresa and her work creatively at the front, trying to find one of those on-rushing forwards in either Piera or Yama, or on the other side, sometimes it can be Sandrina?
I think it could come from anywhere, Bruce, because we've looked in this first half or the last 3 games, the opportunities and chances are coming from all over the pitch. So even a couple of centre-backs have had some long-distance shots in the past few games. And so I really couldn't tell you where it's going to come from. But if it's going to come from anywhere, it's got to come up from their link-up play when they do bring that up to date.
Well, let's see if they can bring that around, hopefully in the first parts or early parts of this second half. 2-0 is the advantage to Litchfield over Uni Azzurri. We are bringing you round 13 of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. It's a beautiful dry season Friday night, just perfect for football. So happy to be able to bring you this live streaming. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the second half. Litchfield taking on Uni Azzurri. And we're underway in this Women's Premier League match, round 13. Many more back on the play. Here's an opportunity. It's early and it's going to be taken. Saved. She has an opportunity to go wider if she wants. She's tried to thread one through to Tennille Yama. Yama's still in there amongst 3 or 4 players. Has an opportunity against us to Fiera and for Darius. But this time, Sophia Pablo gets in there. Good work from Uni Azzurri's midfielder. Ball comes across now. There's a shot here for, well done, and just across for Jennings. Looking for a runner, and she's got it. In Clark, in Bella Clark, that is. Nice right footer early from her as well. Goes to Chloe Coombs, right foot down on it. And Michaela Clark. Now Leonie Richards on there. Unselfish, she puts it in early. Mariotti gets a foot to it. Bang, and puts it over the top for a chase from Clark. Goes down, but the dangerous Coombs is on the ball again. Throws one in with her right foot. Good to see using the flanks as well. We were right over the other side with Rebecca Jennings before. So that's good to see. Chloe Coombs on the turn. She's on the advance. She will go around and take the shot. Takes it early, and it's good. She's got to go a long way to run back. Kate Pearson needs to get to this ball before Clark. Clark sprints in front of her. Now it's a foot race. Clark, 1-2 steps in front of her. Will she go again? She puts it past her. And the game forward. Here they go. Teresa Clark with an up and over. She was trying to find somebody. Gets the ball back. She finds the target in Jennings. Jennings has a chance to go But nice length and height to that cross from Fadaria. Now Teresa Rankin has Teresa together comes out for Jessie Brock and puts it forward. And turned on the inside. She didn't know she was there. She'll have a shot. You can see what one in there. It's gone to Clark. Clark puts a boot to it early. That's Maylee Clark. Bounces off a few players. She goes to Maylee Clark. Cage Pearson runs on the inside to cut the angle off. And then Clark, he's had a good 40 minutes himself. Right, the ball comes now through to Rachel Thurlow. Rachel goes over the top to Chloe Coombs, the first goal scorer. Chloe does a shot. Lovely work getting out of that zone in the sense that we're getting distance to it. She has a shot from there. Keeper collects, well done. Side, gets it from Teresa. Teresa's now got the ball, an opportunity to go forward and does. She'll push it over the top, goes in. That's available there for somebody, but Brock gets there first. Yep, he's got to move his squad around. Clark's got in front of him again. She's just got such good pace. She can have a shot from here. They can keep her out. Nice work from Grace. All the ball.
His first half too much.
There he goes. Right on cue. Thank you, Eric. Good to see you out there in the middle too, mate. And the whistle rings out for the restart of this match after the halftime break. And it is a round 13 Women's Premier League match. And that's Chloe Coombs on the ball now. We met a couple of her younger siblings in Hayley and Sean at halftime. And they'll be watching their sister go around for another 45 minutes. Sean will be loving every minute of it. And the ball goes out of play over there off Rankin. So we're looking to see some of the urgency and commitment from Uni Azzurri. They're running from left to right on your screen. They showed us in the first 5 to 10 minutes of that half. We'd like to see that again and continued for the second half. As Alex said, they are a second half team in terms of results. Cage Pearson on the ball there. Pushes through, looking for a runner. Piera comes out, but so does Carly Ann all the way out there. Nice technique from Carly Ann. Got a foot and a head over the ball and just pushed that out with a lovely kick over the North Crest scoreboard sideline. Cage Pearson back on the ball. Jennings a long way back in the defensive A long way forward in the offensive role there, but it's come back out again. Sandrina plays it back to Mariotti. Mariotti's trying to find Russell. And Richards gets in the way, but Al Thiab gets in there again. Chenoa's pushing and working hard, as is Grace Doty comes forward. That ball nearly skipped through for Yama, didn't. This will come off Rachel Thurlow and run out over the sideline. And the ground clock's working now, so we're up to 47-minute mark. Ball comes out off the back of Rachel Thurlow. So it'll be Uni Azzurri, and Mariotti takes that. Good one. Throws it straight on to Teresa Sigacol. She tries to head it forward further down the pitch. Jessie Brock in the way there. Now Kelly Fogarty comes in. Kelly cleans it up, pushes it around the outside, where Chloe Coombs goes back, and her and Russell come together. Now Teresa Sigacol has a chance to turn around. She does that, but Yama wasn't watching, but Brock was, and Brock cleaned that up for her team, the Litchfield FC Snakes. Comes back out here now to Mariotti. Mariotti pushes it on again. Intervention from Rachel Thurlow, and now gives her side an opportunity. Chloe Coombs goes across field. Nice one. Finds Jennings in the midfield all alone. Jennings goes first up. Maybe should have waited. Looked for the player on. There was plenty there. Rachel Thurlow on it again. She'll go forward, trying to find Bella Clark. Bounces off Bella's shins. Now comes back to Jessie Brock. Nice little pass back from Jessie. Back to Thurlow. Thurlow back to Jessie. But then Fab Pablo's on it. Now's an opportunity here. Kelly Fogarty on the run with Teresa. Sigacol will turn in, show some of her skills. She'll turn in again. She does that. Goes on the outside of Jessie Brock. But Brock, those long legs just get in the way there and make it harder for Uni Azzurri to keep possession. That's what they need to do, Alex. Possession's key for them. The more they touch the ball, the more they have the ball with them, they just grow in confidence.
Yeah, they say some positive play there. We'd like to see him use it a little bit earlier, like I said, in the first half.
Yep. Right, here's Yama. She'll get to this ball first. No, she won't. Lovely work from Carly Ann Teal, and there was all legs and arms. That wasn't going to get to anyone else except Carly Ann, and she got it, the keeper for Litchfield. She's happy to have work. She likes to be involved. Kicks that ball through, comes off Coombs, will run out over the sideline, grandstand side. Round 13 match. If you just joined us, Uni Azzurri running left to right on your screens. And they're blue and white, with the white socks. And they've got to get 2 goals to get it back on even keel with the Litchfield side. There's a chance in the middle here for them now. But Bella Clark, strong work from her. Goes out to assist to Maley. Maley pushes wide again. Now puts one through for a run. This is going to find Bella on the return. Now Bella and Al Thiab come together. Bella turns on. Lovely work from Bella. Takes the shot. Well done. Left and right foot from Bella. That was a lefty. But good save.
Effort.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Good save from Kashikala. But lovely work from Bella Clark. She might have more work to do in a minute. Leonie Richards pushes it through to, but Al Thiab is there first. Chenoa pushes it through, trying to find Pablo. Beats Pablo. Here's a chance to Maley Clark coming all the way back, but finds Thurlow. Thurlow goes across to Richards, but intercepted it is. That is the ball by Pablo. And now it's going to roll down towards Brock. She'll go back to a keeper. Keeper has to come out. Bit of pressure. Nice, calm play from the keeper. Excellent play out there from Litchfield. That was really mature play from both those players. It's Maley Clark just being dispossessed, going Cage Pearson over the top. Pretty even, Stephen, in terms of field position and possession so far in the first 5.5 minutes of this second half. Round 13 Women's Premier League match here in Darwin in the Northern Territory. And the ball will remain with the Red and Blacks. So up comes the Red and Black hooped socks of Georgia Rankin. And Georgia will take this throw in. Georgia's wearing 24 on her back. Still trying to find the right area. And it went to a Uni Azzurri player. Now, this could be trouble for Litchfield. Let's just see what Fedaria does. She turns it on the inside. You see what she's trying to do is find Yama. but ever alert is Kelly Fogarty and cleans that up. There's a ball through. Go for a run, but Erin Davis will clean that up with time and plenty of space on her side. Won't even go back to the keeper. She's going to go across, almost cross field towards the centre. Hits the back of Michaela Russell's head. So Michaela brought that down, but Mariotti is not able to control it. So to roll over the grandstand side, Jessie Brock straight in with that long throw. Beautiful work from Jessie. Great technique. Now she unleashes Bella Clark. Bella's trying to push through the back of them. Intentionally trips on the back of Althea. And Chanel will go back into her defensive position there where she'll mark Clark. Brock again with a long throw. Not this time as long. Trying to find Clark to push it over. That's Bella Clark. Grace Doty gets there first. No one's out here to help her out. Sandrina now comes up. Yama comes across. Zuccarado turns and sees if she can get the ball a second time, but can't. It's been pushed on early. Cage Pearson will have to go wide here and does so. And Maylee Clark trails in behind her, but it's one that will beat both girls and go over the Northcrest scoreboard side. 53rd minute on the clock. Ball comes off Cage Pearson, goes back only as far as Pablo and Rankin in a little battle there. Georgia wins that one. Lenny Richards' first time push on there. Rachel Thurlow has a first time go as well. Could have been dangerous. Comes away though from Uni Azzurri. And Kelly Fogarty and Yama get together. Nice work from Yama. Pushed a little bit behind, says apologises. But Zuccarado has had a chance to get it there again. Now comes out. Nice work. Good little tandem little work there from the blue and whites. Goes back to Russell. Yeah, ball still with. Mariotti goes back to her keeper. Right foot comes from her. She's trying to push this over the top of Richards. But Leone gets ahead to it. Nice work and technique, but Altheab is there. Now Zuccarado trying to do a 1-2 with her. Altheab, nice work and nice little back heel from Teresa. All three players there determined to move forward and nearly came off. I'm sure they'll try as soon as it comes again. Right time, Russell gets ahead to it. Now it's Teresa. Teresa puts one over the top. This is a run-on. If the young Fedaria can get there, and she gets a little shove from, and the referee picks up the Yama shove, which is accidental, and calls it to a breach. So Erin Davis will take that. Erin Davis, much more a taller player than Fedaria Piera. Probably about a 3 or 4 year age difference as well. Now we're at the other end. But Chloe on the run. Coombs, that is. It's good defensive work from number 21. And she's done good defensive work all night. Originally started in the midfield, did Chinoa Altheab. Now she's playing in her customary central defence role with Grace Doherty next to her, and she's doing a great job for Uni Azzurri. Just been everywhere. Every time there's a danger, she's close by to diffuse it or extinguish it. Now Clark on a first-timer. Little half follow. Half volley, not volo. Wasn't volo a biscuit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it is, something like that. You're hungry. Being collected from the HB Group sign at the back of the, what we call the McMillan's Road end of the main pitch here at Darwin Football Stadium at Larrakia Park. And the keeper skips across, now going to place it more on the left-hand side or the scoreboard side of this pitch. And she goes back across. After indicating she was going to go the other way, she's come back the same way. Zuccarado now got the ball, but she's lost it to Thurlow. Thurlow then lost it. It's gone back between players. Now Mariotti over the top trying to find Yama, but Fogarty, lovely delicate touch with the left foot. Clark goes through with real purpose. Absolute determination, commitment from Bella. She's on the run now, but also from the youngster Mariotti. Got on the way there. They share the same sort of speed. Great work from Sophia Pablo, all ball. Well played. Number 9 for Uni Azzurri. She's got good technique, Sophia. Now the ball bounces down. Rankin on the run, goes back across to Russell. Russell has time to go back to Rankin, does that. And Rankin returns serve to her. So Russell scampers and scurries down the scoreboard side. Still with the ball after a ricochet. Now it comes back. This is dangerous again. Thurlow has a chance to go 1-2 with Clark. Clark on the run. Kashakala comes out. How brave is that? Now that boot went into Kashakala. But I want to commend both players for the ferocity on the ball there. Hope Carla's okay. Looks like she is. She takes the hits and the hurdles each week in that position, Alex.
She learns week in, week out, and that's exactly what you expect her to do. As I said the other week, you got to be a little bit crazy to be a goalkeeper, to throw your body on the line like that week in, week out. And she's done it 3 games in 7 days.
So is that a definition of absolute madness?
Half a sandwich short of a lunchbox, I think they call it.
What do they say? Kangaroos, too many or not enough kangaroos in the top paddock. But she'll be okay, we're hoping. Coach Morris Dragio is walking down. I think he's going to pull up on that walk now because she's getting to her feet slowly. Round of applause from the players and the spectators.
As a coach, you don't mind that if it's just a walk down there and you don't have to go on. You're happy about that.
Yeah, you would be. Such a brave, courageous player. Carla Kashakala, 19-year-old. Ball's in her hands now, runs forward with purpose, puts the right boot to it. Trying to find a blue and white shirt. Finds one in Yama. Yama then pushes it down to Sigurd. She's trying to unleash Piera. But Georgia Rankin alert to that and we'll clean it up, push it out. So it'll go out off Georgia's right boot. I'll just go under the Casuarina commercial signage there for the Dice Company. And picked up by Cage Pearson to get it started in the 58-minute mark. Round 13 Women's Premier League match live streamed on Football NTTV. And the FFA digital channels. You now have, I think, it's Maylee Clark on the run. No, it's Bella. And Maylee's on the inside of her. She goes across to Chloe Coombs instead. Chloe takes the first time shot. And who's there? The freshly recovered Carla Kashakala. Well done, Carla. Nice work from Litchfield. Really like that. Clark sisters combined. And then nice one to Coombs. Coombs' first time shot, which is what you want strikers to do. Now there's an opportunity for the blue and whites, but Kelly Fogarty gets in the way as usual. Jessie Brock now with a half volley that's gone well and truly over everybody. Chinoa better be careful. Bella Clark bearing down on her. Bella still pushed through with great determination. Wins the ball for her side. Chloe turns in with nice skills. Goes left back. See what she was trying to do. Left by Althea. Holding her right knee. Hope she's okay. She's so critical of this team. She's on a bit of a limp. That's not good. Ball comes down. Misses both Sandrina and Brock, but comes off Brock's shins in a unexpected ricochet. Comes away again. Litchfield maintaining possession. Goes back to Brock. So went on a sort of large triangle there and ended up back with her. Chloe Coombs going across field. Finds Maylee Clark. Maylee Clark one time off it, but who cleans up? Kashakala rolls it out with the right hand. Nice pass out to Sophia Pablo. She goes back to the keeper. Keeper was probably not ready for that. And then she pushes it back out. I don't think Sophia had many other options, though. She had a couple of Litchfield players bearing down on her. 60-minute mark. This is Litchfield, 4th currently on the Women's Premier League table. Take on 6th place Uni Azzurri. Got Alex Bunton with me. Alex will give us some expert insights. As a coach of the Litchfield side, are you seeing what you think would have been the instructions at halftime?
Absolutely. You would have thought, I think you would have expected them to be a bit more deadly in that final third like they were in the first half.
Yep.
But I think they've took their foot off the gas a little bit, but they are trying to move the ball around and play better football in this half, I think, than the first half. Was a little bit sloppy. So I think you'd be happy with the amount of passing completion and feet that they're finding, and especially they're just getting behind the ball a lot quicker than Azzurri here, and that's what you'd be after.
Right, and the captain, the coach Greg Smith made a change there. A sub is off comes Rebecca Jennings, and on goes Megan Johnson. And Megan has number 20 on her back. See what she can do in the next 29 minutes. Good shift for Russell, 61, sorry. Goes back nicely to play between Johnson and Fogarty. Fogarty unleashes Johnson. Johnson pushes out wide to Coombs. Coombs is offside. Called by the assistant referee on the scoreboard side. Lines it up with his flag. Does Chinoa. Moves it forward a bit more to get it exactly right. Now she's happy. 62nd minute mark. Azzurri 2-0 down on the Northcrest scoreboard. Up against Litchfield FC, who are running from right to left on your screen, and they're in the red and black. There's nice work from Russell getting in the way, as she should in the midfield there, bringing down an attacking raid, promising attacking raid too. But Litchfield still have the ball. Let's see if they can recover and move forward with purpose. A little nutmeg across the back of Pablo. Russell's dispossessed by Thurlow. Ball comes out to Megan. Megan Johnson on the ball. Strong work from her. Ball's now with Chloe. Referee says pull up. Looks like Zuccarello down there. Heavy collision with Megan Johnson. And they're calling for some work and help from the technical area. Out will go their coach, Morris Diagrio. Megan Johnson disclaiming any activity in that. It was me, was it me, was it me? And gets her hair into a bun.
Definitely unintentional. These two teams here that are playing tonight, Bruce, have got the best disciplinary record in the Women's Premier League this season.
Right.
Saying that, Azzurri are the only team not to be given a yellow or red card in any fixture so far this year.
Wow.
And that is incredible. And Litchfield have only had one yellow card.
Double wow and a triple wow for you doing the stat work. Thank you. Well done, mate. So both sides are the least, how would you put it? Least in the minds of referees in a 90-minute match, a Women's Premier League match. Discipline is good. Sportsmanship, clearly. Playing with the right attitude. And I think that's reflected in what you just said. And really amazing that not one yellow card to Azzurri.
And that just speaks volumes of the whole entire team. And, yes, they've yet to win a game this season, Bruce, but they've not let that frustrate them, and they've not decided to play differently or play dirty, as some would say.
Play the player, not the ball.
That's exactly right, and they've played a clean, good game all year.
Unfortunately, the captain, Sandrina Zuccarello, is going to have to come from the pitch. And Zuccarello, it's one of those innocuous collisions, and you often get injuries. She doesn't look good at all. She makes her way towards the technical area and actually makes her way towards her mum and Jenny. I hope she's okay. Looks pretty ginger there. As I said, looked like a fairly innocuous challenge. But obviously fell in an awkward position.
It seemed like a back heel gone wrong and just sort of connected.
Yep.
And
so Carla Kashikala is going to have to make the run all the way back. Thank you, Carla, for your kindness there in carrying your captain from the pitch. And now Jason Lee takes over the duties and carries her off the last part of the travel to the technical area. Right, the referee's going to collect the ball here and restart under the new rules. Grace will take this bounce and kick it downfield. Referee bounces, does the whistle. Russell gets the ball from that one. Now tries to thread it through. But Erin Davis there early and effectively goes back out to Rankin. Rankin pushes it forward. Now we have Maley Clark go to Bella Clark. Bella on the run. Nice bit of theft work, as you say, from Michaela Russell. Great little work. That's a lovely ball from Teresa Sigacole. It's a foot race, but that is a beautifully threaded ball. Fidara Piera got there first, but just didn't have the strength on the shot. That's promising. Alex, to your point about moving it through on a shorter ball, not the long ball, and hope.
And that's it. And that's what we've been saying over the 3 matches in 7 days there, Bruce, was putting the ball into space for the player to run onto.
Yep.
And that was beautiful.
Yep. Beautiful ball from Teresa Sigacole. Right, Chloe Coombs, first goal scorer to the night on the ball. And Mariotti comes back. Well done, Selena. Good effort from the youngster. Say that every week, but she does. On the ball. Thrown in from Jessie. And Jessie Brox finds Russell, who cleans up. Jessie comes in again. Great technique. Can throw the ball a long way. This time she's going to do one of those long ones. Look at that. Didn't find the right player, but, geez, that was a good 30 metres. Teresa Sigacole trying to unleash again. Erin Davis gets a shoulder to it. So there's Rankin. Davis chests it down and controls it. And, lovely work from Erin. And Grace Doty in there. Russell again. Turns inside of Richards. Now Pablo there. He's got an opportunity to unleash the youngster. And she's the sub who came on. Of course, that's another Selena. She's a little baby as well. Lovely work from her. Her spectator fan club are really happy with that. And she's only a youngster too. It's great to see her out there. Selena Mariatis, number 19, looks up at the grandstand, says hello. And she's replaced her captain, who came off with that injury. So Sandrina Zuccarado replaced by Selena Miaris, number 19. Or Miaris. Or Miris. We're going to have to get the clubs to give us phonetic spellings. You know when we'll get it? Grand final day.
That's exactly right. Or day after grand final.
Day after grand final. That would be helpful. Not. Okay, 69 minute about to roll over. Ball comes through. Misses a few players. Last one to miss and bounce through was Chinoa Althea, but it's picked up by Kashikala, and she pushes it out. And Mariotti goes in there again. Nice little battle between her and Chloe Coombs. So the throw-in comes over the top. Megan Johnson gets there, but so does Selena, the youngster for Uni Azzurri. Number 19 comes off her right foot and goes over the line. So Jessie Brock has a chance here to throw this to Bella Clark. And she's going to do that. Goes over the top of Chinoa, but picked up and cleaned up by Grace Doherty. Jessie now puts a little right toe to it. It comes off Selena Mariotti. Selena couldn't pull that down with the first touch, so it'll go over the sideline. It'll be a restart by Jessie again. Jessie Brock, the left hand or the left back for Litchfield FC. And they'll get a corner here. Chloe Coombs will go and take this corner. She needs to get more height this time, Alex.
Absolutely, a bit more height and length.
Length as well, yep. See if she can do so. Places the ball in the circle. Little quadrant comes in. That's better in terms of a bit more height. Distance has gone to an awkward position. No one really pursuing it from the red and black, so it bounces into Kashikala. She cleans away early, looking for a positive and hopeful bounce here. Doesn't really get it, because Kelly Fogarty gets in and cleans it up. Teresa Sigacole has a chance, goes to Sophia Pablo. Two of the technically proficient players in the midfield there get it underway. Now the young Selena on a run. Go for a young lass. There she goes. Still going. Well played. Jessie Brock comes to her. Big difference in height there. And a little into play between Kelly and... now we have Megan Johnson on the run. She pushes the ball through. Nice work from Kashikala to clean up. Look at that little pull down from Teresa. And the ball again. Megan Johnson comes at her. Megan's trying to keep it in. Still ball's in. Well played. Oops. Mariotti just trying to protect her face. An instinctive thing. Didn't mean it. Ball's pushed through quickly and urgently from Chloe Coombs. And didn't find enough of the onrushing red and blacks to make it dangerous. But that's probably because Kashikala was there first. 71st minute, 23 seconds on that clock. Running past now on the North Crest scoreboard. Now Mariotti with a big right footer. Trying to find a run of sorts from the Uni Azzurri, but that didn't come about really. He went to Carly Thielen, the keeper for Litchfield, and she cleaned it up nice and easily. Right, Rankin trying to find Rachel Thurlow. Rachel in there with a little battle with Sophia Pablo. Russell gets in there and says, I'll take this, and moves forward, but only far as Fogarty. Fogarty pushes a nice little one out to Brock. Brock then goes to Johnson. Megan's going to go back to her. She flows through, trying to find Coombs. Didn't come about because number 21, as number 21 always does for Uni Azzurri, gets in and cleans up. So Chinoa Al-Thiab. Let's just see if this will come away. Jesse Brock in there as well. Try to pull it down. And now that's Maylee Clark trying to find Richards. Can't do that. Cage Pearson now trying to find Pablo, but Brock gets there first. Puts that long stretch and those long limbs to effect there. There she does again. Now she turns her body, puts it in front of her. Well played from Jessie. Makes herself presentable for the next one, but it gets past her this time. Selena has a chance to go infield. She goes downfield towards the other Selena. Now Pablo first touches a good one, goes straight to Selena. Selena goes back trying to find her. Pablo gets it off a ricochet. Now goes back to Mariotti. Mariotti's trying to find Sigurcole. Goes over Teresa, but Russell gets in there. Nice strong work from her and Davis, and wins the advantage for her team. So much taller Erin Davis there. Well, brave work from Michaela Russell. She's come out there with a sore hand. She's still shaking out. Hope she'll be okay. Tough little player, Michaela Russell, for Uni Azzurri. All right, Sophia Pablo going back. Sophia's been busy and effective. And that's nice work from Mariotti, trying to find that inside ball to beat the defenders. Megan Johnson up and cleans up. Now Bella Clark puts one over the top with the head. Comes in again, does Cage Pearson. Nice strong work from her. Now Pablo has a chance to turn on it. Megan Johnson gets in the way. Good battle from those two. Megan put a good body check on her and unleashes Chloe Coombs. Mariotti comes at her again. Coombs comes away with the ball. That's dangerous. Tries to push it across. Cage Pearson puts a head to it. Well done, Chloe. Clark's been sandwiched there by two defenders. Marley gets to help her. Grace goes down. Not good. Pushes the ball wide, though. She hasn't got up yet. Doesn't feel well. Now the ball's pushed away. This will be picked up and cleaned up by Megan Johnson. Referee thinks she's going to be okay. That is she, meaning Grace Doty. And Grace is up with a limp. So the ball's gone out of play. We'll have a restart. 75th minute mark. Alex, we're coming up to the finals. Both these teams, well, certainly Litchfield will feature in the finals without a doubt. You've been managing your squads over this period of playing lots of football. Do you think Litchfield can, if they get in there, make a real statement?
Definitely. They were Litchfield. Had a goal drought and not scoring a goal in 4 games, and in the past 3 games since they broke that duck, they've scored 6 goals.
Wow!
So they're right back in there.
Yep.
So definitely they're a threat in the grand finals for sure.
And in that time when they were scoring goals, they were against some of the good off the top of my head, was it Hellenic they did? Just recently?
They drew
with Hellenic, yeah.
They drew 0-0 with Mindel.
Yep.
They lost against
Casuarina,
I think it was 4 or 5-2, which this is where they broke their duck.
Yep.
And they actually went up in the first half and then obviously beat top of the table Hellenic last week 2-0.
Yep.
And then this week they're currently leading 2-0 again. So
the drought is over. And certainly that's what the club and the coach would hope, that the goal scoring
and they're looking
drought.
very dangerous.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. They're looking very, very dangerous.
Well, let's see. And the danger's coming from an on-rushing Bella Clark or Chloe Coombs working the left side, and then on the other side is Maylee Clark. So the ball's come over the top. Erin Davis gets ahead to it and scampers back. She'll go across to Brock. Brock turns it on the inside, but no one's there except Teresa Sigurgol, but Leonie Richards comes back and cleans up. No, Teresa keeps the ball, pushes it out. Young Selena's now got on it. She nutmegs Bella. Clark, that is. But the ball comes off Selena and will be a throw-in. Goes over the top. Selena now has a chance. Kelly Fogarty strong there and gets that ball back. Still going on with Pablo and Clark. Clark to Richards. Richards back in there, Pablo. Good work from Sophia. That's about 4 efforts from her in the space of 13 seconds. Well done. Now Grace puts one over the top. But it's too far ahead. Too much power and punch. Ends up with Carly Ann Thielen, who puts her right foot to it and gets it back down play. She wants a goal. She's forcing the team forward. Clark goes in, puts it head over the top. Only as far as Grace. Grace puts a boot to it. Cage Pearson comes together really in a strong collision. Both come out of it okay. Cage Pearson holding her mouth. Hope she's okay. Right, Chloe Coombs on the edge of the danger area, and it comes off a Uni Azzurri play, and she'll get a chance for a restart from the corner kick. Needs a bit more, as you said before, Alex, a bit more distance, a bit more height, get a bit of curve on it. Let's see if she can do that. Maybe needs to take a couple more steps back. Erin Davis says, I want the ball. When Erin says she wants the ball, she usually gets it. Moves in, and she's going to have a shot or put it across the bow of everybody. But when Erin demands, Erin gets.
Absolutely right. You know, she's a young player, but you know we can say she dominates on the pitch physically and with her footwork as well. Just because she plays in the back, you can see her. If she gets that ball, she's going to go for a run.
Yeah, she did that on that occasion. Right, the ball's going to be kicked off. Bella Clark and Megan Johnson have just swapped. So Bella's back in the midfield a bit. Megan's gone up front. And we'll talk about Litchfield here. Good tackle from Chloe Coombs, but it's a throw-in for Selena Mariotti. Selena comes in, throws it over the top, trying to find Teresa. Comes back for Teresa. Bella Clark and her battle for the ball. Well played to Mariotti. Yama comes in behind. Tennille's got a chance here now for Daria. And Piera goes back on the ball. Kelly Fogarty's busy. Now comes back to Russell. Russell's now got Pablo with the ball. Pablo has an opportunity to put Teresa on the run. Nice work from Brock. Just stuck out that right peg and got it. Pulled the ball down. But promising from Uni Azzurri. They're having a go. Sophia throws in. Finds Teresa. Teresa goes around on the top. Nice work from Teresa. Jessie comes back at a Brock, that is. Teresa's come out of there, looking to pass it on to Yama. Yama, unfortunately, just wasn't looking up at the right time. Went past her and over to Erin Davis, who cleaned up.
She knows it too. She looked up to the sky like I should have known that was coming.
Yep, right at your feet, Tennille. Right, the ball's now with Mariotti. Goes back. Pablo on the ball. Pablo go back to Mariotti. Now Mariotti goes over the top. Little Selena puts a little right foot out. But Russell's there as well. Bad luck, Michaela. So what you want to do, get in there and help. So the ball's come away for a goal kick restart in the 80-minute mark. So we're down to the final 10 minutes, which can be a danger time for Uni Azzurri. Hopefully they can make this a 0-0 scoreline, or even in the second half, or even get one. Would be great for their confidence. Ball's now with Teresa Sigurgol. She goes across field, trying to find Piera, and Piera puts one through to Sigurgol. Sigurgol has an opportunity to go out to young Selena Marias. Nice work from Kelly Fogarty. But Kelly does that a lot, if not every game. Big smile on her face. She doesn't usually go for runs this long. And the ball goes forward, but Mariotti just shows her skill and pace. Gets in there early, goes back to her keeper and clears it out. So good long run from Fogarty. Lovely pass through to Coombs, but Mariotti was there early and decisively and cleaned that up. Well played to her. Right, 81 minutes. I want to thank the Northern Territory Government for their support of women's football. Also, Rebel, to Sharon and her team down at Rebel. Thank you for your support of women's football. And, of course, you are the main sponsors of Female Football Week each and every year. Right, that's going to run over the goal line, so we'll come back for a restart. 8 and a bit minutes, Uni Azzurri. 8 and a bit minutes to get a goal. And make a game of it. And they've possibly There's the time, and they've got the players to do it. Let's just see if they can. Pablo on the ball. Got plenty of space and time. Threads it through to Teresa. Teresa's going to try and push it through now to Piera. But Rankin was there first. Georgia, nice work from her. The right back for Litchfield. And she just pushed it further down that corridor on the Northcrest scoreboard side. Very nice, narrow corridor. Find Maylee Clark. And so they'll get this back as a throw-in. So Georgia will take this. Rankin looks around. Now comes in, throws over the top. Good long throw. Founds Megan Johnson. Megan's got Grace Doherty behind her. Now it's coming out of a few ricochets to Megan. Megan just takes a shot early. You don't have to ask Megan twice to have a go. She's in there. Bang. Ball comes away from Kashikala over the top. Erin Davis just gets ahead to it and pushes it down. Now it's foot race between Rankin and Piera. Rankin wins that one clearly and easily. But Maylee Clark's going to be intercepted by Russell. Russell goes to Cage Pearson. Cage throws her head back. Oops, didn't mean to do that. The ball's still away from their goal, so it's still in the no man's land, so it's not dangerous yet for Azzurri. 83 minute about to tick over. I think that's Maylee Clark on there now. Puts it over the top. Yes, it is Maylee. Now Sophia Pablo has the ball for Azzurri. Sigurkol goes to it. Fall over there. That's uncomfortable for Erin, I think. Davis gets up. Ball's pushed through to Fidaria. But Carly Ann there, nice and early, and cleans it up. As professional as she normally does. Right, Cage Pearson on the ball. What can she do with this throwing? Can she find a blue shirt and the white socks? Azzurri running left to right on your screen. Round 13 match. They're 6th on the table, the Women's Premier League, playing against 4th place Litchfield. They're 2-0 down on the Northcrest scoreboard. Can they get one? Can they get another one? Russell thinks so. She pushes forward to Yama. Yama goes to Teresa Sigurkol. Nice tackle from Kelly Fogarty. Kelly's a spoiler. If you're having a birthday party, she just gets in the way. Well done. Great work from her. She's determined to not let Azzurri have any parties here today. She's been so busy at the back. Really been the key defender for that side tonight. So Rankin watching the ball go out, and so it'll be a throw-in for Cage Pearson. She runs up to get the ball. Got less than 6 minutes to go, regulation time. Come on, Azzurri, can you get one? There's a champ to go across goal, but Jessie gets Brock there gets her right foot to it. Has a bit more height than length. Comes down again. Who's on this time? Leonie Richards. Nice and early. She does so much work in the midfield, Leonie. This time Althea gets there, pushes it on to young Selena. Selena's going to come up to Jessie Brock. Jessie turns it on the inside. Nice work from Brock. Oh, my God, says Chinoa, because she knew what was coming. Chloe Coombs was coming. But Mariotti's up to the task with both her pace and technique and pushes the ball over the sideline, where Bella Clark will pick up number 19 for Litchfield. Bella throws in, goes over the top, trying to find Rachel Thurlow. It does. Rachel gets her heads to it. That on rushes to Megan Johnson. Megan's in a dangerous place. She'll go back to Rachel Thurlow. Nice work again from a teaming Azzurri and Pablo and Doty. Come on, they just need to keep that ball a bit longer, Teresa. A bit more possession in the midfield. You're capable of it with your technique. So they can find a non-rushing player. Just a little bit more delayed. And patience in that midfield. There'll be a result. Great work from Georgia Rankin. Strong work from her. Comes around. Is it going to be kept down by Piera? It is. Rankin comes at her. And that'll be a pulled up. Referee wants to have a word with Georgia and will do. This will be a set restart for Azzurri. There's going to be a sub at the moment. Goal scorer, number 1. First goal scorer, Chloe Coombs is coming off. Chloe makes the run off with all the energy of youth, and on there goes number 9, which is Holly Davis. Welcome to Premier League, Holly. She has 3.5 minutes to put a stamp on the match unless the referee likes this match and keeps going.
Well, he certainly enjoyed the first half, Bruce. So
Yes, he did.
let's see if he enjoys the second one. I've enjoyed the second half a lot more. So
Yeah, it has been really entertaining. No goals, but really promising for the Blue and Whites. They have the ball now. They go across field. There's Maley Clark again. Maley's been impressive in the second half. That comes off Grace Doty. Now finds Kelly Fogarty. Kelly's going to go for a run. And keep going, Kelly. You're on the run, going for a 2-1. Now she pulls up. There's a run for Holly Davis. And Holly will get this ball for a throw-in. She'll take it, or Bella Clark will. Clark's going to take it. Davis will go back onto the field of play. Fogarty runs back into that defensive position. Talking to one of the spectators up in the grandstand. Kelly loves the football and life, most importantly. Right, Teresa on the ball. Turns it on the inside, Sigga Cole, trying to find Yama. Yama wanted a 1-2, but young Selena wasn't up to it or aware of it. Ball's been recovered by Jessie Brock. 87.5 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard. Jessie does a lovely throw over the top to Holly. And Davis brings it down. But this has come forward to Pablo. Pablo, oh, she did. Oh, no, it's come through Rankin. Means Piera has an opportunity here. In goes the big tackle. The referee's pulled it up. Outside the box. And a yellow card. Outside the box and a yellow card. We are outside the box, aren't we there? Let's see what they can do from a set shot. I would suggest Teresa has to take it. She looks like she's doing the slow shark circle, you call it. Starting out and coming in slowly.
I'd say you've got to have a crack here, haven't you? You know, get something on the scoreboard.
Look at the size of the wall. Bella, Jessie, Rachel, Kelly.
12-foot tall wall there.
Oh, my goodness. There's some height in there. Leonie Richards is bringing in forward. I think that might be Holly Day. No, it's Rachel in there. So Rachel Thurlow in the centre. Jessie Brock, the daughter of Leonie Richards. Leonie Richards is on the right-hand side. That's a wall you got to get over. It's got some height to that. Referee banks back. Here he's, the little signal going like trucks as they back. Now he's ready. Moves in. Puts the ball over the top. That's a nice shot. And who was it? The youngster. Well done, Fidaria.
That was an excellent effort there. Right on target as well.
Yep, Carly Antil in there. Cleared up, as Carly does, but promising stuff from the youngster. And it's really good that her confidence said, I'll take a shot. That is really
beating herself up there, but like I said, you should keep your head high there. It's a solid effort.
Yeah, good on her. Comes off Davis. Right, we've got 30 seconds of regulation time to go. Come on, Azzurri. Maybe you can get one. Litchfield, can you get another? Comes off Russell. Yeah, we know what you're trying to do, Michaela. Don't be too hard on yourself. Trying to bring the ball down. Point is you got there before everyone else. You're alert to the opportunity. Girls talking to each other. It's good to see. 89 minutes and 57 seconds, and they're still in conversations about how we can play better, what we should be doing. So now Jessie Brock comes in, throws over the top. Finds Teresa Sigacol. Teresa turns it around. Nice tackle from Kelly Fogarty. Kelly goes in again, but this time Teresa beats her. Then you get Erin Davis in there. Nice work from Erin. Puts the full chest to that and pulls it down. The ball's come free now for Azzurri. Over here is where the referee wants it. We're into time added on now. We did have a couple of interruptions. Pablo comes on the ball, takes 3 steps back. Wessel goes. Richard stands her ground. Pablo goes towards the attacking zone. Ball still in play, still an opportunity. Pablo moves forward with purpose. He's going to push this wide. Still going that way off a ricochet. And then Malia Clark gets in there and turns it around. Now go back to Grace. Grace Doty goes up, pushes it wide. Nice play from Azzurri. Back inside. Who's there clearing up? Good on you, Georgia Rankin. Now, Megan Johnson's going to try and unleash Holly Davis. Holly and Mariotti come together. Mariotti wins that one. And she'll win the throw-in off a Bella Clark ricochet. Mariotti throws it in early. Kelly's to hurt that. Straight in the front. Kelly's laughing because she has the ball at her feet. Love the way she plays football. There goes the whistle. And the score remains as it was at half-time. 2 goals to Litchfield over Uni Azzurri. 4th place has a win here tonight. Uni Azzurri in 6th, yet to get a win. Didn't get a goal tonight. So a 2-0 victory to Litchfield. We'll take a short break and then Alex and I will just pick apart what we saw. We saw plenty of promise in Uni Azzurri as we do each and every week. Again, to your point, Alex, they are a second half side. 2 goals in the first half, none in the second.
Absolutely right. Second half team comes out again tonight. Unfortunately, maybe next week we'll see the first half team with the second half team.
That would be good. That would be what you call a complete performance. Thank
Absolutely.
you. And Litchfield, congratulations to Greg Smith and your team. Always love to see what you do. Jeff Logan in there helping, Sari Hodkins as well, all helping out this Litchfield team, which is getting the momentum. And as Alex mentioned earlier, got through the drought around goals and are now producing week in, week out goals on the scoreboard. Bristol is my name. Alex Bunton will be with me shortly. We'll come back after this little look at the second half highlights from here at Football Northern Territory TV. And we're underway in this Women's Premier League match, round 13. Many more back on the play. Here's an opportunity. It's early and it's going to be taken. Saved. She has an opportunity to go wider if she wants. She's tried to thread one through to Tennille Yama. Yama's still in there amongst 3 or 4 players. Has an opportunity against us to Fiera and for Darius. But this time, Sophia Pablo gets in there. Good work from Uni Azzurri's midfielder. Ball comes across now. There's a shot here for, well done, and just across for Jennings. Looking for a runner, and she's got it in Clark. In Bella Clark, that is. Nice right footer early from her as well. Goes to Chloe Coombs, right foot down on it. And Michaela Clark. Now Leonie Rich is on there. Unselfish, she puts it in early. Mariotti gets a foot to it. Bang, and puts it over the top for a chase from Clark. Clark and Cage Pearson come together. Clark goes down, but the dangerous Coombs is on the ball again. Throws one in with her right foot. Good to see her using the flanks as well. We were right over the other side with Rebecca Jennings before. So that's good to see. Chloe Coombs on the turn. She's on the advance. She will go around and take the shot. Takes it early, and it's good. She's got to go a long way to run back. Cage Pearson needs to get to this ball before Clark. Clark sprints in front of her. Now it's a foot race. Clark 1-2 steps in front of her. Will she go again? She puts it past her. Yes, they're going forward. Here they go. Teresa Clark with an up and over. She was trying to find somebody. Gets the ball back. She finds the target in Jennings. Jennings has a chance to go, but nice work. Length and height to that cross from Fedaria. Now Teresa together comes out for Jessie Brock and puts it forward. And turned on the inside. She didn't know she was there. She'll have a shot. You can see what one in there. It's gone to Clark. Clark puts a boot to it early. That's Maylee Clark. Bounces off a few players. She goes to Maylee Clark. Cage Pearson runs on the inside to cut the angle off. And then Clark, he's had a good 40 minutes himself. Right, ball comes now through to Rachel Thurlow. Rachel goes over the top to Chloe Coombs. The first goal scored. Chloe does a shot. Lovely work getting out of that zone in the sense that we're getting distance to it. She has a shot from there. Keeper collects well to his side. Gets it from Teresa. Teresa's now got the ball and opportunity to go forward and does. She'll push it over the top. Goes in. That's available there for somebody. But Brock gets there first. Yep. He's got to move his squad around there. Clark's got in front of him again. She's just got such good pace. She can have a shot from here. They can keep her out. Nice work from Grace. All the ball.
First half.
Yep. Right, here's Yama. She'll get to this ball first. No, she won't. Now Bella and Ab come together. Bella turns on. Lovely work from Bella. Takes the shot. Well done. Side. Still with the ball after a ricochet. Now it comes back. This is dangerous again. Thurlow has a chance to go 1-2 with Clark. Clark on the run. Kashakala comes out. How brave is that? Maylee Clark on the run. No, it's Bella. And Maylee's on the inside of her. She goes across to Chloe Coombs instead. Chloe takes the first time shot. Who's there? Grace Doherty behind her. Now it's coming out of a few ricochets to Megan. Megan just takes a shot early. Comes around. Is it going to be kept down by Pierre? It is. Rankin comes at her. Back. Now he's ready. Moves in. Puts the ball over the top. That's a nice shot. Pablo goes towards the attacking zone. Love the way she plays football. There goes the whistle. Welcome back. It's a close-up of this game. We saw Litchfield win 2-0 over Uni Azzurri. Uni Azzurri each week get better and better, but we find that Litchfield at the moment is on a bit of a roll. You got your mojo. So I'll go to you first, Bella. You got a goal. How good was that?
Bloody brilliant. I haven't gotten a goal in so long, let alone being up front. So to kind of finish that off in the first half, I was, really excited.
And look, staying with you too, because you came back when Megan Johnson came on. She went forward and you sort of came back. So what's your preference? Where do you want to play?
I do love forward, I got to admit. Like, I don't mind wherever I play, but forward, I just get that little more of a rush, yeah.
And it was a really well-taken goal too. Alex, you got a question for Bella while we're here?
Yeah, you seem to be all over it. Got plenty of ball, and your pace. You really shocked us tonight with your pace, getting in behind, and you put a lot of pressure on that back four there. How do you think Azzurri's back four coped with you?
Oh, I think they put up a pretty good fight. Like, they were really tough, and especially that blonde girl. I don't know her name, but she would always just
Grace.
rebound it.
Yeah.
Yes, she was very good and very tough component. But yeah.
Yeah, well said. Now, one for you. You enjoy playing for Litchfield. I know you do, because even though you don't like doing media, you do enjoy playing for them. So you've got a real sort of a nice little, how would I call it, collegiate, or, like you work well together as a team.
Yeah, we really do. We've been working on it for quite a while. Like, our girls have been together for, I don't know, some of us 5-6 years. So it really, to work from the bottom to the top is kind of what we've done. Not the top, but, we're getting there. Yeah. I think we're really working really cohesively and just, really there for each other all the time. I think we have a really good spirit, and that's why I love Litchfield.
Look, that's a great word. You do have spirit, and we're seeing it in buckets lately. I mean, some of the top teams need to worry about you as finals come. You've got to get there first. How are you seeing that? You're sitting at fourth at the moment. You've got the Yappers in there at fifth. They're pressing you. But what we're seeing today, we think there's a really positive move forward for you guys.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's really shocking to be up there. We've just normally not, more towards the bottom. But it's really, nice to be on that upward spiral and just keep working and pushing for those wins and just pushing for improvement. That's all we're after at the end of the day. We just want to improve every game. So that's sort of how we,
And well said. And how's your grandma?
Yeah, really good. I don't know if she watched this game, but she did. Yeah, probably. She's our #1 fan. She's amazing.
She is #1 fan. Alice, you got a question for Maylee?
Yeah, well, obviously as a team, you went on a 4-game goal drought, and since then, I think it was Erin broke the drought. She got the first goal when you played casual, went 1-0 up there. Since then, you've scored 6 goals in 3 games. Okay, you've got 2 goals in each game. In the next game, are we going to see more than 2 goals from Litchfield?
Yes, I hope so. So I think we got Yappers next week. Yeah, I'm really keen to verse them. They're we're really even, I reckon. And they've got the new addition of Danielle Ponta, and she's been amazing. So yeah, they're fierce competitors. But hopefully, we can get there because we've had one loss each and then 1 draw. So hopefully we can get that win against them.
And Maylee, you mentioned Danielle Ponta because she's from the AFLW program, and of course you work over at the building.
Oh, well, that is my sister, but yes, I do get mistaken for that all the time. That's okay. Bella works there too. Sorry. I'm the only one that doesn't work there, but I am heavily involved in AFL. I play for Southern Districts, and we're really well known to Danielle Ponta. We think she's amazing. So having her on the Yappers, I was just this is awesome. So, yeah.
Thank you for getting me out of that one. We have both Bella and Maylee with us. It's really nice to have you. Congratulations on your win tonight. We love the spirit and the sense of unity that's in your club. Your coach, Greg Smith, and all the team there do a lovely job. And thank you to you both speak well. And you got me out of a hole. Alex, great to see you again. I look forward to seeing you again probably tomorrow or on Sunday. Yep. We bring you the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. We're so happy to do that. This is live streaming, Friday night. Whatever device you watched on, we want to thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed a 2-0 victory, Litchfield over Uni Azzurri. Good night.